Hello, welcome to Laurel Artistry, all you lovely people. I had the idea of taking the ladies from The Lord of the Rings and reimagining their clothing in an Edwardian era style. The character that I'll be redesigning today is Éowyn, Shield Maiden of Rohan. I wanted the proportions to be more reminiscent of a fashion sketch, so I attempted a bit of a 9 heads technique from memory, as I had a 9 heads book when I was younger. And I definitely didn't do it quite right. The legs should be longer. But I'm working digitally, so I can just adjust the proportions easily, and the long skirt will go down below the feet anyways. I don't want to stray too far from accuracy to the era, but I also just want to have fun with it and keep a lot of the spirit of the Jackson Trilogy costumes, incorporating little elements such as a horse head on the handle of her umbrella. Of course, this can't be the Edwardian era without adding a massive hat. The first design has some elements of several of Éowyn's costumes, but the main one I had in mind was the brown coat she wears when traveling to Helm's Deep. The second outfit we'll be giving Éowyn is a tea or garden party type dress. Those, often being white, I thought would be a fitting style to go with. I know it's probably a bit uncouth for her to have her hair down, but drawing flowing hair is just too fun. The third design we'll do is what, in my ignorance on military garb, I hope is somewhat within the realm of a cavalry uniform from around the time. Of course, with some added horse motifs, because Rohan has a lot of horse motifs on their armor. Now we've got our rough sketches done, time to clean them up a bit. Brown is, as I mentioned before, the color I'll be going with for her coat. Gonna shade that in. And make the dress underneath a bit of an off-white. Her umbrella and her hat will also be brown. And so will her gloves. Now, onto her golden hair. And the scarf on her hat will be a sheer white. Really gonna color her skin, just leave it white besides a bit of rosiness because the drawing is more about the clothing. Giving her a brooch like the one she wears with her brown coat, as well as with her funeral dress, which would have translated very well into an Edwardian style, but unfortunately I couldn't do every costume. Doing some little beading and embroidery designs, similar to what she has on the brown bodice of another of her dresses. Gonna give her umbrella, or parasol, some subtle stripes because it would be tragic to draw Edwardian clothing and not give something stripes. Adding some feathers to her hat. Edwardian hats tended to have lots of feathers, and unfortunately even sometimes whole birds, those poor birds. On to our second dress. want this to have a bit of a lacy look, but not the super fine, delicate lace. A bit more of a sturdy cotton material with some eyelets. We'll start with a cream color since that provides a bit more contrast against a white background. Then I can see what I'm doing better. Once I add the white highlights, I'm really quite pleased with the texture I was able to achieve on the dress. There's that flowing golden hair. Give her some nice white little boots, white gloves, and add some blush to her face. Now to add a bunch of eyelets onto her dress. Add some gold trim. And wrap some little braided strings around the arm to tie in a favorite element of Éowyn's white dress. Then I give her a shadow, before deciding to give her a brooch on this dress as well, this one being the design of the belt she wears with her white dress. On to our soldier Éowyn, standing boldly in defiance of the Witch King. I endeavored to give her uniform colors that are similar to what the Rohirrim wear, so I made her top a bit of a brownish red. I gave her green trousers, brown boots, and of course a golden trim. I thought she looked a bit too much like a nutcracker. The saber probably doesn't help, so I adjusted the color of her top to make her look a bit less Christmassy. I tried to draw a horse on the handle of her sword, but it didn't really show up as well as I hoped. Her hair is all flowy because she just revealed that she is no man, in case anyone was gonna point out the impracticality of fighting with her hair down. Just gonna add a few scratches on her face, give her a shadow, and there you go. Thank you so much for watching. What's a decade or era you really enjoy the fashion from? I hope you'll join me again next time. Until then, remember, birds are friends, not hats. Ciao!